Well, good morning, and it's a beautiful morning this morning. We've had a pretty rough Easter weekend with Storm Dave coming in. Okay, Lulu, get down, darling. I've got Luna and Molly with me. They haven't been out yet for their promenade. They can spell, so I can't even spell the other word. So they're going to fuss me for a bit, but I wanted to get this made now. So I'll tell you what I'm making. For some time I've been without body lotion, and prior to being without, I was actually just using coconut oil, but I was using organic, and then my supply of organic coconut oil ceased at good value, and I haven't had anything since. But I have made my own body lotion previously, and I thought it's time to make it again. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use just 3 base ingredients, and I'm using 3 for a particular reason, and I'll explain why. Get down, please, sweetheart. Come on, get down. Good girl. So one of the base ingredients is coconut oil, and I found another raw organic extra virgin coconut oil for good value. It's a litre bottle. And I can't remember whether it was Morrison's or Sainsbury's where I got this. Probably won't find it again. It was very good value, and it's free from GMO, which organic it should be. So that's number 1. So that's what I'm using. I also ordered some shea butter, some organic shea butter, and this I got from Buy Whole Foods online, which is one of the suppliers I like to utilise, because they have a wide range of sort of whole foods but also organic, and different packet sizes. So sometimes you'll find things more cost effective in a supermarket, and sometimes, depending on what you're going for, I find them a good supplier, and it's delivered to your door. So sometimes, even if it does cost a bit more, it's worth it when it's delivered. Now, when I've made body lotion with these 2 before, depending on the time of year, it can be really hard and solid, because both these are solid at room temperature. And of course, Northern Hemisphere, here in the UK, it's very rare that I have a coconut oil based product that's liquid. It's just, you know, maybe 1 week a year that it's hot enough for to liquid. What's the word I want? Not liquidise, liquidate, become liquid. But so I've also bought some castor oil, and this is a organic carrier oil, and I got this from another supplier I use where I get my supplements, which is the Natural Dispensary, and I keep this in the fridge. My last one, because this lasts a long time, my last bottle of castor oil, I didn't put it in the fridge, and I probably got halfway through and it's starting to go rancid. So I won't use it now, because you don't want to use rancid oils. The coconut oil is okay. The shea butter, I think that's okay at room temperature, because it is solid at room temperature, but I wouldn't keep it anywhere hot. So they're the 3 base ingredients I'm going to use. The point of this particular body lotion is I have noticed more cellulite. I've developed cellulite sort of through my 50s, and I've noticed the texture of the top of my legs, not just the base of my bottom, the top of my legs is also now showing signs of cellulite. And it's really when I tighten the muscles, you can see it. And yeah, I'm vain enough to want to try and deal with that. Now, when I make a body lotion, I often do it with certain things in mind. My last one was basically predominantly anti-cancer. So I had essential oils in there that are known to counter cancerous cells. But this one, I want to counter the cellulite. So in preparing, I wanted to really appreciate more about what causes the cellulite. And I've heard so many different things over the years, read so many different things, and more recently I've heard it's a lack of collagen, so the structure of the tissue. But women get cellulite at all ages, and it doesn't matter whether they're overweight or underweight, it still can be present. Even athletes can have it, so it's not just purely related to activity and exercise. So even top athletes can have cellulite. So it seems to be an awful lot of different things going on, and it can increase at certain times in our life, like puberty and menopause. So there's possibly a hormonal element as well. So it's thought that it's, you know, perhaps holding on to fluid retention, it could be lack of collagen, fatty deposits, texture of the skin breaking down so the deposits show more readily, all sorts of different things. So I've been looking at different oils online, and I came across one website, Aromatherapy Lifestyle, and they had a list of different essential oils which I like to utilise in their blend, or in their, well, they would recommend you put, and they had a recommendation for the bathtub and for making your own blend. Their recommendation was 5 drops of essential oil per 10 millilitres of carrier oil. So that I thought, oh, well, I'd better write that down, because I've done various things in the past which haven't quite been in alignment, which I had to adjust over the years. But anyway, I have chosen 4 essential oils. I have chosen juniper berry. This is a good diuretic and seems to be present in many cellulite blends. So I've got my juniper berry. Smells like gin, not my favourite. Gin, that is. I've chosen grapefruit oil. You could use lemon oil, and this is good to help promote the lymphatic system, to help get rid of toxins and waste. So I've got some grapefruit oil, and I chose that as well because I don't use that very often, so I want to use it. I've chosen cypress, which I love the smell of this, and it's got a good toning effect as well. And in case there's a hormonal element, which I suspect there is with me, I've chosen geranium, and I put the geranium in my facial blend as well. It's great for the skin, but it's also known to help with the hormonal balance as well. So I've chosen this, and it smells beautiful, really lovely. Turkish Delight smell, if any of you have tried Turkish Delight. So that's what I'm going to use. Now, I've got out the old Kenwood mixer. I haven't used it for years. In fact, I've never used it much at all. But I thought, rather than try and stir all of this together, I'm going to use the mixer. So I've got half a cup each, which is about 125 mils of coconut oil, and the same of shea butter. So I'm going to put those in, blend it together. That's going to take a bit of time, I think, because they're soft but not really malleable, and doing it by hand would take me ages, I reckon. So I'm going to put it in the mixer. I'm then going to add a 1/4 cup, which is 60 ml of the castor oil, but I'm going to add the oils into that oil to help them disperse more readily. Now, all in all, I'm going to have 310 millilitres of base oil, which means I could have up to 155 drops of essential oil. I'm not going to do that much. I'm going to add it into the castor oil and see how I think it's going to go. But if I did, let's see, if I did 40 drops, I think that's going to be what I'm going to try anyway, and see how that goes. Sometimes more isn't better, and I don't want to overpower my body. I might slather on quite a lot because I want it to moisturise my skin as well. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and put less in. I can always add more if I really want to. But yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to move this camera down a bit so you can see a bit closer, and we'll just get this blending. Okay, so first we've got the coconut. that stayed pretty solid. I pre-measured this because I thought it would take forever. And this is the shea butter, so they're very similar. Okay. There we go. Let's see if this will mix it up nicely. Now, I've not tried this in here before, so I usually do it by hand. So let's see. Oh gosh, that was a bit quick. Oh, it's because I went the wrong way. Right, I'm just going to scrape this off and hopefully it's softening quite nicely. You want to help, Lulu? The warmth of the spinning actually softens the coconut butter and the shea butter, so it's mixing quite nicely now. So I'll give that another little whiz. Right, and now I'm going to pour the castor oil in to the cup, really thick. And I'm hoping that the castor oil, that's enough, because I need to add the other oils. I'm hoping the castor oil will keep it softer throughout the year. That's the general idea. I might have put too much in, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go for right, that was 11 drops of juniper. Gives a great food. Okay, and that turned into 12 of the grapefruit. So cypress. Then that turned into 11 as well. It's thankfully not a precise science for me in the geranium. Gone for 12. So I'm going to pour this in. One thing I'm very aware of is the citrus oils. You want to try and keep them away from plastics. My mixer blade, I'm not sure what it's made from, so I'm going to mix it pretty swiftly and then not leave it sort of standing around in any sort of essential oil. And I will have to clean this thoroughly, because obviously with the oils you need to make sure that you get rid of it, particularly if I want to use this again for cooking. I haven't done that for years, so I doubt that I will. But let's add this and see how it goes. In fact, I think I might add it as it's mixing. it's looking like fondant icing. So I'll bring him over again and show you. There we go. So it's a little bit like icing. So I'm just going to put it in a rather nice little sort of jar. I've sterilised the jar, and just in case, let's take this. There we go. Shows it's so long since I've used it, can't remember how to. In fact, before I do, let's just take a little, let's mix this together. Oh, it's quite gritty. I can smell the coconut actually. And the oils are very, very faint. I might need more oil. But I'm going to give this a whirl. I'm going to wash my hands. So yeah, I might actually need more oil in the long run, but I'm going to try this, see how we go. It's an experiment at the end of the day. I've never done it before. And what I'm not going to do is show you my cellulite. I might take a picture and see if I can spot a before and after. But yes, I'm not that brave to start showing my backside on camera. I've just made a mess. Oh gosh, I've done it again. So there we have it. That's my new cellulite bottom and thigh cream. I'll let you know how I get on with this. Yeah, so it's a small space. I could have probably done double the amount, but I want to see how it goes first before I do that, and I'll let you know. So that was quite simple. I haven't costed it. I could do that if you were interested how much it costs. I already had the oils anyway, the essential oils, and it depends on the quality that you buy of essential oil. But the massage alongside this, in fact, I'll just tip you up because I'm bending. There we go. So yeah, the massage itself is sort of pinching the skin a little bit, apparently is supposed to help just break up the deposits under there and just help it disperse. I have a dry brush as well, a natural bristle brush, which I haven't used for a while, so I'm going to start brushing up towards the heart, long strokes, up my legs and round my backside, and anywhere else actually. You can bring it down from the neck as well with a dry brush. So I'm going to try that, and I will let you know how I get on. And yeah, if you like this sort of project, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for joining me today. Bye bye.